Photoshop Elements 10 has a new revamped type tool. Click and hold on the type tool to get a flyout menu, and you'll see 3 new tools down here at the bottom, but there are actually 4 new tools. I'm going to demonstrate the not so obvious tool, which is the regular old horizontal type tool that can now type inside a shape. But you must have a shape to start with. So first of all, get the custom shape tool. Open the shape picker in the options bar and choose a shape that would look good with type inside. I'm going to use this thought bubble right here. If you don't see all the shapes I'm seeing, click on the arrows in the upper right corner to get a flyout menu and choose all elements shapes, then open the menu again and choose large thumbnail so you can see them really well. So I'll double click on the thought bubble, and now I need to choose a color. So up in the options bar, I'll open the color menu, and I can choose any one of these colors, or if I don't find a color I like, I can click on more colors. And this brings up the regular color picker. I'm just going to cancel that though because I need white, and that's right here. So I'll click on that and close the menu. Click and drag on your document while pressing the Shift key to keep the original proportions. And then if you need to move your shape, press the space bar at the same time, and that will allow you to move it. Then you can let go of the space bar and continue to resize, and just keep moving it around and resizing until you're satisfied, and then let go of the mouse and it will fill with the color you chose. You'll also see a very thin black outline around the shape, which identifies this as a vector shape instead of just a shape filled with pixels. Why is that important? Because the type tool will only type inside the shape when this vector outline is active. Let me demonstrate. If I get the horizontal type tool, you can see that my cursor turns into an I-beam inside a dotted rectangle, and that's the normal cursor of the type tool. But when I move it over the shape, the cursor turns into an I-beam inside a dotted circle. That's a symbol for being able to type inside a shape. If I click on a different layer in the Layers panel, I lose that black outline, and now notice my type cursor turns back to a regular I-beam. But if I click on the shape layer again, I get the outline back, and now I have the symbol that tells me I can type inside the shape. Click once inside the shape to activate a new type layer in the Layers panel. You'll get a bounding box around the shape, but the type will be constrained to the area within the black outline. You can do everything to type inside a shape that you can do with regular type, so let's start by changing the color, since white on white would not look very good. So I'll choose kind of a really dark gray there. And then also let's change the font. I'll change it to Mom's Typewriter, and we'll change the size to 24, and I can change the alignment if I want, but I'm going to leave it at center text because that usually works best for circular objects like this. So let me start typing here. I'll type in, I wish for all the ice cream I can eat. Well, I can already tell that that's going to be too big, so I'm just going to highlight all of this text by just clicking on it and pressing Control or Command A to highlight it all. And let's change the point size. Let's try 18 and see if that works. And that actually works pretty well. I might also come right here to this little A over A symbol and click on it and change the leading or the space between the lines. So I'll just bring it to the right until it just gets a little bit more space between it, and when I'm satisfied I can click on the green check mark in the options bar. The type is on a separate layer from the shape, so if you need to move the type, get the Move tool and use the arrow keys to just nudge it down. So I'm just pressing the down arrow key a little bit here, and if I click on a different layer you can see what that looks like. So I might want to just move that a little bit further up like this, and that looks good to me right there. Here's what my scrapbook page looks like after I've added a drop shadow to the thought bubble and finished decorating my page with the Jubilee kit by One Little Bird. If I scroll down here, you can see the little presents down in the corner. So that's how easy it is to put type inside a shape in Photoshop Elements 10. If you enjoyed this tutorial, then you'll love my CD that comes free in Photoshop Elements 10 for Windows or Mac, exclusively at Costco. The CD comes with video tutorials, templates for greeting cards and scrapbook pages, 10 awesome mini kits, and additional freebies you can access on my website directly from a button on the CD. This is Linda Sattgast, and thanks for watching. For more information, go to digitalscrapper.com/PSE10.